Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you haven't already, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. Also click on that notification bell if you want to go ahead and get notified of any new videos that I will be posting. As you might have seen in the title, we are going to be opening up the Evenflo Omni Plus modular travel system. It is the travel system I decided to get. I am currently 31 weeks pregnant, and I did get this a few weeks ago. I hadn't opened it. I did a couple of reviews, or just looking into a couple of reviews for this travel system, but I haven't really gotten a lot of insight of it. Now, I didn't really get to see a lot of reviews for this travel system, so that's why I did really want to go ahead and do this video, opening the box to see what to expect when you get this travel system. It is the heather gray color, so I'm just going to go ahead and open it up, see how everything looks. It does say that it does have a lot of setup options or ways that you can use this travel system, so I want to go ahead and see how that works. So let's go ahead and try this out, open up this box, see what it comes with, see the instructions, and kind of get this started up and get it set up, and then we'll go ahead and try it out and see how we like it. So this is what the box looks like. Again, I did get the heather gray color. And it does show up here all the ways that you can actually set this up. I did get this at Walmart, and I believe it's exclusively only sold at Walmart. Currently, I believe the current price is going to be at $200. I did get this in a very good deal though. That's why I did buy it so ahead of time. Just I couldn't pass up the deal. It was $89 when I saw it. So I couldn't let that go and pass it out, so I did decide to go ahead and get it. But again, it's been a few weeks, maybe a month or two actually, that I got this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start opening it and see what I can find. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this open. So I guess this is going to be the car seat, and it does also have the base. The color is, I like the color, it's looking pretty nice, and it's feeling like a very sturdy material. It's not very light material, so I kind of like that. And again, this comes with the base also. So now we got some pieces, so we're going to have to assemble some of this. Wheels. And then the carrier itself. Let me move this a little bit. So let's go ahead and get this opened up and see what we can build. So I guess this is the carrier, and this is going to be the frame. And of course, the instruction manual. I'm gonna have to read this. So I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and read this, and then I'll come back to try to assemble this. So I went ahead and got all the pieces out, removed all the garbage, and this is what I ended up with. All the pieces ready to go for assembly. So I was looking through the instructions, and I think we're gonna have to go step by step. So I'll probably speed it up a little bit, but let's try to get this set up. We're gonna go ahead and start with the frame assembly. We're gonna go ahead and press on the buttons on the sides of the handle and just rotate that handle up. For the second step, I was really confused, did not know how to unfold the frame. I was reading it and I just couldn't get it. As you can see, I was really struggling here. But you do need to press, there is a front notch and a back button. You need to press the back button to release.
1 hour later.
Finally, I figured it out, and I was able to find that back button that I was telling you about and was able to open up the frame. Now we're moving on to the wheel assembly. To attach the front wheels, basically you just got to push the wheel onto the front leg tube until it clicks into place. And that's really it. You just got to repeat on the other side too. Now to attach the rear wheels, you just got to push the wheels onto the rear leg tubes until they click into place. Hint, the brake levers are pointing towards the rear of the stroller, so just make sure that you are clicking them in on the correct side. At this point, the frame is basically all set up. Now we're moving on to setting up in the toddler seat mode. Now we're going to go ahead and flip the toddler seat over and latch the buckle onto the seat that's on the back. This part got me confused, but you'll get to see later on in the video what it was meant for. Now to attach the seat onto the frame, we're going to go ahead and turn the seat back over and attach the toddler seat to the mounts until they both click into place on both sides of the frame. Now you can place it facing forward or to the rear of the stroller, which you'll also get to see in a clip later on here on the video. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the canopy. Again, it's pretty simple. Most of this assembly was pretty simple, but as you can see, I did struggle. But once you get it, again, it's really simple. You just got to go ahead and snap it into both sides of the stroller. There's really nothing to it but snapping it and then fastening the hook and loop tape to the edge of the canopy, and then just velcroing it on. As you can see, there's velcros on the side of the stroller, so just adding those on or attaching it to the canopy and it should be good to go. Now I did go ahead and move on to attaching the arm bar, and with that is just pushing the pins from the arm bar into the holes on either side of the frame. Again, just making sure it clicks onto place. Now there is a little button on the back of the seat. To recline the seat, you just got to lift the handle and then rotate it to whatever position you want it to be at. And now to remove the seat from the frame, you just got to press the levers on both sides of the stroller and then just lift it right up and it'll come up really easy here. Now if we do want it in carriage mode, we can go ahead and flatten out the carriage by just unbuckling the buckle that we had done originally, and that will flatten it out. Here I'm just going to go ahead and remove it and use it in rear facing mode. So it's really the same thing as when you first assembled it, is now just doing it in backwards. Again, just making sure that you hear that it clicks. Now to fold the stroller, you just kind of go ahead and click on both buttons, and on the notch, of course, pull it back up but as you can see, you cannot fold it while you have it on the rear facing, so it has to be front facing. Now removing it to go ahead and move forward with attaching it to the car seat. And it's basically going to be the same thing as we did before. Now with this car seat, I did see that there is 2 Evenflo logos. The notch is behind the Evenflo logo on both sides. So again, the same thing as you did with the toddler seat is going to be with the car seat, just making sure it clicks, and then make sure that you go behind the Evenflo logo on each side of the handles. Now I'm just going to go ahead and detach the car seat stroller and show you just turning it around to do the forward facing with the car seat stroller. And again, it's just the same steps as before, making sure once again that it clicks once you turn it around. It does have the latch, of course, on the back of the car seat stroller, and that's how you're going to go ahead and detach it. So we are on our last step, and it is to assemble the cup holder or put in the cup holder. And to attach it, on the instruction manual, it shows very simple. It says just to slide down on the little mount on the side of the stroller, and it should click. For me, it never did, and as you can see, I did a very awful job on doing this part, because I don't think you can ever hold any type of cup or anything sideways like I put it, but I couldn't figure it out. But my husband helped me out later on and fixed it, but I still wasn't very happy with that cup holder. All right, so that was all my initial thoughts. I really like it, and for $89, I can't beat that. I think it was the last one that they had in stock at my local Walmart. The price tag at Walmart itself was still $199 when I went to go get it, but online it did say it was $89. So I just showed them my phone, and they were able to match the price that they had online. So yes, again, I can't beat that price. So I'm not complaining at all. But really, for $200, I still think it's a pretty good travel system. That's usually about what travel systems run. And for, as you saw, it's very versatile. You're able to switch it up whichever way works for you, whichever way you like. There's really 2 things that I noticed. The only 2 things that I would say I did not like. The major thing is going to be the cup holder. It probably would have been better off without it. The cup holder is the cup holder is not sturdy at all. My husband came in and he was trying to see if he could make it feel a little bit sturdier, and I don't think it's gonna hold unless we were doing something wrong and we didn't set it up right, but I don't think it's gonna hold a cup. I wouldn't trust putting my drink in that cup holder. So I really don't like that, so I don't know if I'm gonna keep it just because it's there, or I might just remove it, because I don't even think you can tell that much that there should be a cup holder, and then just get one of those travel or stroller organizers to put on the handle itself and maybe use that. The box down here is pretty good. It's not huge, but it's not terribly small, so it's okay. I like it. And the second thing I was going to say that I did not like that I saw is that when you have the seat itself, if you have it facing towards you, you can't really fold the stroller back down or the frame back down. You have to have it facing outwards so that you can fold the stroller back down. And you probably saw that on the clip here that I tried folding it down and it didn't fully go down. But I think initially me and my husband are just gonna go ahead and use the car seat carrier, maybe for a few months before we would utilize this, just because we feel it's gonna be more convenient just to have the car seat stroller not having to uncover her or switch her from one location to another, is just keep her covered up in the car seat. And more because she's going to be, of course, born in winter, so it's going to be cold. We don't want the hassle of having to transfer her over to the carrier itself. We're probably just going to use the car seat. Once probably starts getting a little bit warmer, then we probably switch over to this one, or switch back and forward, depending on what we're doing or how we feel. But it's pretty neat that you do have both options. And then if you're not traveling with this, you're just traveling with the frame and the car seat. Of course, the car seat is going to be buckled in into your seat, and then this frame is not going to take up too much space on your back seat or on your trunk of your vehicle. So I really like that. It is a pretty big space saver, and at first it took me some time to kind of maneuver it and learn where all the buttons were, but now kind of knowing and being able to get it set up, my husband wanted to help me get it set up, but I wanted to do it myself because I wanted to learn where all the buttons were, and it's not that difficult. It's gonna be pretty easy. I tried off camera, I tried opening it and closing it up after we had assembled it, and it was pretty easy. It opens up pretty easily, and it closes up pretty easily as well once you do get the hang of it. So really nice travel system. I do approve of it. So if you did have any questions on this, or were questioning it, if you were questioning on buying this, I would say it's definitely a good travel system. We'll have to see, of course, once baby comes and after she tries it out. But as of right now, it's a pretty good first impression. I do really like it. Again, I like the color. I really do like this color, the heather gray. Of course, if more babies to come, it would fit any, whether you are having a girl or you're having a boy. So I really like that too. But yeah, those are my thoughts on this Evenflo Omni Plus travel system. Again, they're $1.99 at Walmart. I would definitely check online. That's what I used to do before I got this travel system. I just went online all the time, knowing that I needed a travel system, looking into different sites, looking multiple times, say every 2 weeks or every week, trying to research and see if there was any deals going on, and I came across this deal. I basically sold it for $89. So definitely keep checking online. If you do have some time, and do your research, and again, just keep looking online to see if you do find any sales. I would definitely recommend that. But again, even for the $1.99, I think it's still a great travel system, just because it does give you that options, those multiple options of whether you want it rear facing or front facing, or if you want it laying down or you want it as a seat. If you saw that, there's like a buckle on the back of the travel, or on the travel bed, where if you buckle it up, it like folds it over so that it makes it more like a seat, and if you unbuckle it, it flattens out and it makes it more like a canopy. So that's pretty cool too, if you're going on the walks outside, and whether you have an infant or you have a toddler wants to sit up, wants to see, you have that option of either laying it down, or if they fall asleep, you can unbuckle it, pull them back out, or I should say tilt the canopy and then have them lay down and take a nap. You don't even have to take them out of the stroller, so that's pretty cool. I do really like that. So again, once baby comes, I don't know if I'll make another video about the stroller and see how I like it, but definitely a good first impression. I would definitely recommend it as of now, and we'll see how it works out later. But that's all, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.